Hi, I'm Michael and I'm here to show you the Odoo connectors with Outlook and Gmail in V15. And the first thing you might be wondering is why would I want to use the Gmail and Outlook connectors? Well, the day-to-day for a lot of people in companies is that they rather work from the inbox and from the Odoo database straight away. So they answer their email, they follow up on things with clients from their inbox. And I'm actually curious, how do you follow up on your inbox? How do you manage your inbox?
Hi, Michael. Actually, I prefer just to throw everything away on the trash, and that's it. How would you do it?
Well, that is one very quick way of dealing with your inbox. But of course, this way you will be losing a lot of information. And the same happens if you don't link the information in your inbox to your Odoo server. What ends up happening is that you will have a lot of information spread through a lot of different replies to a lot of different emails, which first of all is very annoying for yourself, but it also means that this information cannot be used by the other people in your team. So keeping your mailbox separate from Odoo is a great way to lose a lot of information. However, now with V15, we can connect our inbox straight away with our Odoo database. So this allows us to connect information that we receive by mail or that we send by mail and link it to tasks, contacts, opportunities, and help desk tickets in Odoo. And it allows everyone else on our team who has access to those things to see it straight away, which allows us to work more as a team. It prevents us from forgetting to take follow-up action. Um, and it allows us to also actually reply to things straight away, to take actions based on emails straight away, rather than spend our whole day staring at our inbox without actually taking any actions. One thing you can do instantly from your inbox with the new connector is you can mine your leads. This is really cool for sales teams. It allows them to have more information when they contact the client. It allows them to customize their emails and their actions better, which ultimately leads to better sales, which is of course something we all want. Next to that, you can add important information on your projects, such as images or documents that you receive from clients, to a task on your project with 2 clicks. What now happens is that often people collect images or documents in their inbox, but they don't upload them, or it's a hassle to upload them. Well, this is a thing in the past, because now you can do it with 2 clicks.
Wait, how many clicks again?
2 clicks, which is great. And it allows you to log your help desk communication that you have with a client. Because what often happens is that you have a lot of replies to your client from your inbox. Now you can log every single email that you have with a client, which means that if someone else in your help desk team needs to take over or wants to see what's going on, they can do it straight away. So it allows you to log your help desk communication straight away and share it with the rest of your team. And those things are of course all great on paper, but I think you have now gotten very curious. So let's see it for ourselves. And the very first thing that we're going to do is when we set up our database, we're going to go to the general settings and we make sure that the mail plugin is activated in the general settings. You also see here there's a link to the documentation. The documentation is important because there you can find the links to the add-ins that you add in Outlook and Gmail, which I will show you shortly. But this is where you activate it. And of course, another thing is if you are going to work with leads, you need to activate leads in the CRM app. But that is all that you need to do in your database. It works with the connector works with CRM, project, and help desk. You don't need all three of these. It also works just with one of them. Going to our inbox, we're going to see how we set this up. Because here on the three dots, if we have an email on the three dots here, we can press Get Add-ins. And if we then go to My Add-ins, we see here we can add in custom add-ins. And I press Add in Custom Add-ins, and I'm going to add the URL that you find in the documentation. And once you have done this, it will add the URL. And then it will show up here. So you'll see I already did it for this database. um, which is which means that you can also install this on your database in 2 minutes, which is really cool. And then we see straight away we have this banner on the right, which is going to get populated automatically with information from the email. So I received this email from this mail address, which is populated. It's going to try and find if it already has a contact in Odoo. But what we can also do is I can say I haven't have this contact yet. So I'm searching in my database for this contact. I cannot find it. But if we have a different email, where in this case the email was sent by Lorraine, is we're gonna look for Lorraine in our database. And then we see that, oh, we have Lorraine Douglas here in our database. We can, now this email is linked to this contact, and any actions I create is generated onto this contact. So we see here that Lorraine and James have some issues. We are looking to fix those issues. So we are going to create a help desk ticket. And we see here we are automatically taken to the Odoo database. The subject line becomes a topic, but we can easily change this. It is automatically assigned to me. However, I can assign this to one of my fellow coworkers if I want to. So let's say that Mark Demo is supposed to take this. Then from now on it's his problem. And my client gave a great list of issues that they need to solve. I'm just going to edit out all the extra clutter. And like this, I'm going to save it. I'm going to say it's relatively important. But that's it. And I save it. And now my coworker will deal with it from now on. And I don't have to worry about it. The email is read, and I can move on to the next email in my inbox. So this is how you create a help desk ticket straight away from your inbox. But let's say we have that Colleen is interested in our products. One of my coworkers is sending me an email saying, "Oh, she's interested in your products. Maybe you should follow up on it." I'm on the sales team, and I am gonna search if we already have information on Colleen in our database, and luckily we do. So again, I link the contact to the person. And normally, if I would receive an email from Colleen's email address, this would be done automatically already. So I'm gonna create a opportunity because she is interested in our products. The lead has the name of the company contact, which is cool. We can add information. We have the information from the email here. We can add all the other regular information that we have with a lead. So we save this. However, I have created this opportunity, but I want to know more about the company for a meeting that I'm scheduling. So I'm going to schedule a meeting with this company, which I have created now. But before that meeting, I want to have more information. So what I'm doing is I'm going to enrich the company, which uses enrichment in Odoo to add in all extra information that we want about this company.
Wait. Enrichment. Are we donating money to our customers?
No, enrichment is another term for mining a lead. So to add in more information, you can buy credits and use these to receive more information about the companies and the clients that you're dealing with, which again allows your salespeople to know what kind of company they're dealing with, if they should customize their pitch more. So this is a really cool way to use more information for your company to work smarter. So in that case, we would press here enrich company. But let's say, okay, I have created a meeting. That is all that I want to do for this client, and I can move on to the next mail in my database. And something that often happens is that clients send us documents which we need to share with the entire team. So the client, Douglas from Deco Addict, has sent me this email where he thinks that this is an important drawing in our project. And rather than get this lost in my inbox, because I've seen it, I don't need to take immediate action straight away. Rather than get it lost in my inbox, I am again gonna select the contact. So here all the contacts that I have with Deco Addict appear. I am gonna select Douglas, and I will now add a task in the I need to make sure that I add it to the correct project, of course. And I will get a task where I have the detailed drawings. I say, okay, receive detailed drawings. And something that you can do with any email in your inbox is here, clicking next to the contact, is you can log this email. And now we are quickly gonna refresh this because we see we have a task here. We have log the email directly to the contact, but we can also log the email directly to the task. And if we now refresh the task, then what we see is that here we have an overview of the email that they sent, but also the document. And this is a great way, because of course over time the emails will pile up a bit, but you will also always have an overview here of the attachments that are linked to the project, which is just a great way of keeping track of documents which otherwise will end up getting lost in 40 different emails in your inbox, right? So these are some of the things that we have done. The final thing that I want to show you is that, okay, we have a client that we met at a convention. We are again gonna create an opportunity for this client. However, what we do in this case is we are not following it up ourselves straight away. We are saying the company name is Deco Addict again. We save the lead, and now we're pinging our coworker, saying,
Sorry to interrupt again, Michael, but are we pinging the how does that work?
yeah, so in the chatter, what you can always do is you can log a note or send a message, which allows you to update your coworker straight away, which, you know, us young kids call pinging these days. So we tag Mark Demo again, sending him a message, alerting him about this lead. If we send him a message, it ends up in his mailbox, or if we log a note, it just appears for him personally. And it sends a mail directly to us as well. So this is a really cool way to alert your coworkers that you received an email from a client, alerting them that they have to take the follow-up action, which is all things that you can do to streamline your work. Okay. Then I will also want to show you how this works on Gmail. And as you see here, straight away we have an email saying a big help, where Colleen from Deco Addict has an issue, and in Gmail the Odoo connector appears on the right side. So here we have it again. In this case, we are going to select Colleen, because she is our contact. And again, if this would come for her email address, this will be populated automatically. So we have Colleen. We are going to say, oh, she has an issue. We are going to create a help desk ticket here. We press create, we go to our database, and here we have the information from the email. And it allows us to ask Colleen, hey, it's great that you need help. Can you be more specific? We can log all these emails onto this ticket straight away. So that's how we create the help desk ticket from Gmail. Here we have someone requesting a demo because they are an interesting opportunity. We make sure to select Douglas again. And again, it looks slightly different on Gmail, but the process is exactly the same. He wants to create a demo, so we are gonna give him a demonstration. where we say, okay, he wants to receive a demo. We are going to schedule an activity. We are going to give a demonstration to him. We are going to assign it to one of our coworkers, which allows you to deal with the email straight away. So from now on, every time you're in your inbox in Odoo, you're not going to skip over emails. You are going to take an action on each and every individual email. That way you make sure that you follow up on all the information that is in your inbox. The final thing is that Jonathan wants to be showcased all the amazing features, which is also a thing that we can do. And we can also have a task. So we need to create Jonathan the features. We don't have a task yet, so we can select the option, create a task in a new project. But in this case, he wants to receive a demo from our research and development department. It automatically gets added on to the research and development department, where we get to showcase him all of the amazing features, and we can decide who does this. We can straight away put it to the right stage that we have in the project, which really allows us to streamline our tasks. So this is what I want to show you for the connector and for the connector of Gmail and Outlook. So it's really time to stop losing out on opportunities and start working smarter with the connectors in V15. Thank you very much for listening and paying attention. We will now go to the Q&A. So yeah, post all your questions in the chat so we can have a look at them. Thank you for listening.
Hello, everyone. So nice to see that you're all here and watching us this in the afternoon. And hello, and nice for your talk. It was very interesting. We're very pleased to have you here tonight.
Glad to hear.
So we actually have a lot of questions in the Q&A chatter. So I propose that we just jump right into it, if it's okay for you.
Yep.
Nice. So we have some questions about how can the outgoing email be defined with the user's mail and not the mail from the outgoing mail server. For example, if you can send from user@odoo.com instead of odoo@odoo.com.
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's a question I actually get quite often from my clients as well. In the technical settings of Odoo, so if you go into developer mode, you can work on the email templates, and there you can always find which email template is being used in which instance, on which you can define from which email a mail will be sent out. But you can also add yourself into the CC. So that time, every time an email is sent from your account, you also get the mail yourself, so you know what emails are being sent in your name.
Okay, nice, very clear. I guess second question would be, are the attachments in the email message also stored in Odoo?
Yeah, so automatically when you log the email, so when you add the email to the chatter, the images and the documents that that are in the email will be added in as attachments in the chatter. So this is a really cool way to make sure that all the documents that clients send to you will be added to the project or to the help desk ticket.
All right, so all the documents really centralized.
Yes.
Nice. We also have questions about the documentation. Are there some documentation on how to link your Odoo account with your Gmail or Outlook account?
Yeah, so we have already released some instructions, which are the basic instructions on how to install the plugin and what the correct links are, because you do need to work with these links that are shown in the presentation. You can find this through our regular documentation, or when you're in the general settings, you can press on the question mark next to the setting, and then that will lead you also to the documentation. And then there is a step-for-step guide on how to install it.
Nice. Perfect.
But I have to say it took me 30 seconds, so it's really great to do it.
All right. Nice. We also have Kill Audio asking if we can enter the contact details in the Outlook plugin and save them directly in Odoo.
Yeah, so what's really nice about this is when you have the mail, and you create a new contact, all the information that Odoo detects, so the email address, but also names or phone numbers that Odoo detects in the email will be automatically suggested onto the contact. And you can edit this information and save it. then you can go to your Odoo database at a later stage and edit the contact the way that you would edit any other contact. But also, when you then receive a new email from the same client, you can either add a contact to the company contact. So let's say you have another person from the same company emailing you. You can you can link that contact to the company contact, or you can edit the contact information that is already in Odoo directly through the plugin. So this is really the idea: is anything you can do in your contact information in Odoo, you can also do directly in your mailbox.
Nice. How simple then.
Yeah.
We also have a few users, I guess, that are worrying about is that feature does that feature works with credits?
Yeah, so I think it's a good question because, of course, when you enrich a lead in your regular Odoo database, you use credits. And this is the way that, that you pay for this. And this also stays the same when you do it through the plugin. So the amount of credits is the same. Everything functionally works the same. So when you enrich a lead through your mailbox, you use 1 credit. However, of course, for the project and for the help desk, that is all already included in your Odoo database. So that is all free, but enriching still costs credits.
Okay, nice. And also Thomas is asking about the calendar integration. So calendar integration, Teams, Google Meet. Is that possible in Odoo?
So based on what I know, the integration is mainly with CRM projects and help desk. So I don't know. Of course, what you can do is you can always have a meeting link or something that you directly store into your database through using it. But I haven't found a clever way yet to integrate everything with your Outlook and Gmail calendar. Although, of course, we have our separate connectors for that as well. So I think that that's probably more what the person asking this question is looking for.
Nice. Okay, thank you. And also Kilodio again asking if there is a total email history in Odoo. For example, if a customer has sent an email regarding a help desk tickets and then a mail regarding a lead and a project, etc. Where do you find that? Is there like some place you can find it all grouped?
Yeah, so this requires a little bit of a setup because, of course, CRM information, help desk tickets, and tasks in projects are all separate. So what you can think about, for example, is to create a project where you to which you tell everyone in your company to save every single information you get from your clients, but also the emails that you send to your clients yourself. Store all those emails in the project, then they will all be added in the chatter. Every single document that is both sent by the clients and sent by your people will be stored in that chatter. So that's one way that you can really centralize your information with this connector. And of course, what's also cool about the feature is you can then directly use the send message function from that project to send messages to the followers of that project as well. So you can use it to either send mails from your Odoo database directly to the clients, or you can send your mails out of Gmail or Outlook to the client and then store them onto the project as well. So this is really something that you can use to store all the information that you have and share it with your entire team.
Okay, that was very clear. Next question is for Hugo, who asked if we can create, for example, a ticket or a sales opportunity without allocating and choosing a colleague and assigning him, so that some member of the team can pick it up and treat it himself.
Yeah. So when you use a CRM, what you can do is rather than have your pipeline start straight away with the first task that a salesperson do, is you can have a stage in your pipe called unassigned. And then what will happen is everyone in the team will be able to see the unassigned tickets, and either they can assign themselves or you can have a manager assigning people to a ticket. And that way you kind of have a pre-stage before the first stage of the CRM process starts. So this way you can assign it either to a sales team, because you can pick which pipe you add the CRM information to, or you can create one general team and you just leave the information empty, and then someone can assign at a later date.
Okay, nice. Perfect. Thank you. And also a question about how can we link new emails to already existing opportunities in CRM?
So what you can do is you can select the ticket. And if you don't select a particular ticket, you are creating a new ticket. But what you can always do is see the tickets that are linked to the contact, or you can, from the plugin, browse your database and see what tickets already exist for certain contact information or with a certain subject line. And then you can select that ticket and log the email to that ticket. So you don't have to create a new email every time. You can also use it to search for what already exists in your database.
Okay, thank you. Very clear. And a very important question about for Brandon in how difficult is it to set up?
So, I mean, I said earlier it's 30 seconds. That was the second one because, well, of course, when you have done Outlook, it's kind of easier to connect Gmail as well, and the other way around. But with the documentation, I would say, you read through the documentation, you set it up. It depends, of course, a bit on your scale, but it can be anything between 5 and 15 minutes. But I think, especially for how much you can do with it, this is really it's not technically difficult. This is something that's really easy to add onto your database and to use it to make your team more effective.
Nice. Okay. And someone asked also if that feature is available in oldest version like V13.
No, so the CRM aspect of the Odoo connector was already in V14. But not enriching leads directly, but the project and the help desk is new. So this doesn't exist on old features. So it's definitely something that has me excited about V15.
All right. Thanks a lot. So time is up, guys. Thanks you for your amazing questions. And thank you, Michael, for your amazing talk. It was very interesting for all of us. And so, guys, see you soon for, most exciting talks that are to come.
Yep. Have a very nice day, evening, and see you tomorrow.